Follow all Moesu news on his website, www.moesu.com, on his Facebook and Instagram page too, for daily exclusive publications.
Hello and welcome on Moesu. My name is Joel Borg, and let's continue the topic about the basics on the Modex Plus with the Modex 6 today, and it's applied also to the Modex and the montage too. I have done a video about 80 input with 2 videos about this, so that's natural to continue with the effect vocoder here today. So we are going to see what is a vocoder and where are the presets and how to use it basically. And let's see the bonus, because on the bonus I will explain to you some settings and I will show you a special case I will say. As a reminder, you can follow me also on Facebook and Instagram. You have my website, moesu.com, where you have all information from Motif ES up to the Modex Plus. And also for Stage Keyboard, YC and CP, Audio Modeling Camelot Pro, and John Melas Softwares. And if you want to take in and go deeper on these keyboards or software, you can follow Moesu Masterclass. It's online through Zoom, and you choose the topic we are working together. You have all information on video description and on video ending too. So let's shoot all this video with the bonus. Do not forget the bonus with some special settings inside and the things you cannot done with the vocoder. And just before to start, if you are not a Moesu follower, click on subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when I release a new video. So let's start. What is a vocoder? This is an effect. Yes, of course. When you talk, when you sing, when you speak, you have your voice going and it produces what we call formant. And the vocoder through the microphone, because this first video will be more dedicated to the microphone, and we will have a second with the parts, and you will see we can do some great thing with the parts. And so the vocoder through the microphone take this formant and can transform them. This is a kind of filter. You have 10 filter bands that you can work with inside the Modex Plus, Modex or montage vocoder. This is not an harmonizer. This is not the same thing. An harmonizer take your natural voice and duplicate it with some semitone different to produce chords. So the vocoder is robotic voice. I know that some people can tweak and say, I arrive to have a kind of harmonizer. Yes, perhaps, but this is not a great result. If you want to sing with an harmonizer, you have not this inside the Modex Plus. You need to buy a great harmonizer. We do not talk about some famous brands, but there are 2 I know that can produce great things for this. This is not a Talkbox 2. This is not the same thing. Okay, so do not misunderstood and be confused by this. Vocoder is a vocoder. Does we have some presets to work with them? Yes, of course. Or find them? Just go to category search, and here I have managed to set the preset only and single to have only performance with single parts, and you have just to write voco and press down, and here you have the 4 presets. We have the vocoder with delay, the funky vocoder, vocoder pad 1 and 2, and let's choose this one on the first. And I will not explain to you how to connect the microphone. Shoot my first video about using 80 input. You have all information about this. But to use the vocoder, when I select a preset, any preset, one which will have the vocoder inside, one will not have. I will show you just after how to set it. This one have the vocoder, but here, if I take my microphone, if I put my 80 input on, there will be nothing because I need to have some things to prepare. So let's just go to edit And on audio and mixing, I need to set that I am on left mono for my microphone. I need to push a little bit my level to 120. And for the vocoder, you will see the setting is off. Why this setting is off? Because when I talk like this, you have my dry voice, dry without FX. When you pass through the vocoder, you have the wet voice with the FX, the full FX. And generally, this is not like the same thing like a reverb or chorus when we need to manage the two, because all the voice through the reverb is not great. You need to manage a mix, a balance of the two. So for the vocoder, the advice is to let it set off, because the microphone will go to the vocoder and all pass through the vocoder. So I will mute my headset and I will took my microphone to let hear you what is a vocoder with delay.
This is the vocoder with delay. And you can play on tones.
So I cut this one and I took my headset, and you say, okay, that's great, but first thing, when you use the vocoder, if you do not sing, if the microphone is set off, if you do not sing on it, you have no sound on the keyboard like this. And even with the vocoder you have here, there is no synth sound, but there is a part. Where is the synth sound? So I will explain to you. Let's go to edit for the parts. So we go on edit part 1. I need to take the good finger here. And I go to the effect, and you have the routing here. All the elements pass through the vocoder. The vocoder is managed through the AD, as you see, basically. And if we go here, let's see this first setting, very important setting. You have the dry, wet. Here we are full wet. Full wet means that there is only the microphone and the vocoder that you hear. If you want to hear the synth, you need to decrease the value a little bit. Let's go to 61 as example.
And if you have a little bit of synth, of course.
And you here I can play. I have this synth, I can play with it. So I'll remove my microphone to show you some of the things. So here we have a preset with already a vocoder inside, but perhaps you want to add a vocoder to one of the presets, or you use a sound. Oh, I can do this, or I can manage this. So let's go to category search, and let's go to the string section and to the synth, and I will take the first one, the PWM string, and we have this nice string here. Okay, and I want to add the vocoder on this, so I want to manage it through the part. So on the part, I select, I press edit, and we are directly on the effect. So it suits what I done before, and very important thing you will see with the routing here. And here we have two FX. We have the VCM EQ. This is a 5-band equalizer, a very great emulation, virtual circuitry modeling, and we have a chorus 2 modulator. And my advice will be to remove the VCM, because we can go and see that this equalizer have a +6 here. It's managed more on the bass part, so we can reproduce it and manage through the 3-band EQ a little bit. This is not the same, but we can retrieve a little bit nearly closely to the thing. So the advice can be to remove and keep the chorus. So let's go to this one. We press here and how to find the vocoder. This is on Mechanews, and this is here, the vocoder. I know I have the vocoder. The second thing you need to down is to set the modulator through the AD, because this is here in this example. This is the microphone, the AD input that make modulation through the vocoder FX. After, you need to, if you do not have it, do it, because this is your power on. Do not forget to set the good in try here, the good level here, and as a reminder, let's set off here for the vocoder, of course. And now Let's go to the edit part. We are ready, and we are going to try.
And we have the vocoder, yes, and we have the synth.
I'll remove this one. So we have the synth with the vocoder and say, oh, okay, perhaps this is the level here. But strange, I am on dry, on the wet at 63, no dry. So what happened here? So let's take a look closer to the screen and it will be explained to you what happened. You can see we have 3 elements for these parts, and the element 1 go to insert A here. But the B and the C go to insert B. So they go directly to the chorus and they do not go through the vocoder because we are on parallel. Perhaps we can do some great things. So we can go to B to A. So this element can go first on the chorus and after you go to the vocoder. Very interesting way to work like this. If you do not want to have this way, you can let them, do not let them in parallel, but you can try and you can pass through insert A and insert A like this, and all goes through, and after you can go insert A to B, and here all the elements go through the chorus. So depending on what you want to achieve, you can manage the things like that. So does it work better now? Let's try.
Yes, it's way better. We have only the vocoder here. And if I want to have the sound, I just need to reduce a little bit the dry wet.
This is the important things I want to show you on this video. What is vocoder? Where are the presets? How to set a vocoder on an existing preset that do not have it, manage a little bit the FX. But you say to me, perhaps, well, you do not explain how to use the settings. We will see this on the bonus. So for the bonus, you know I like to tweak the sounds, and perhaps some of you have the same idea. We have seen how to add a vocoder to a part, but perhaps you think, why does I need to add the vocoder to a part? Why cannot I add it directly to the AD input? Let's see if it's work. So I prepare a little bit of things to win time on the video. So I set my good input, my good level for the AD input, and I have add vocoder here. On the AD, we are on command audio, audio in, routing for the AD input. And to modulate, of course, I have said the AD. Say, can I work like this? Does it will work? I do not need to cut my asset for this part. I will show you. I have the sound, but here, you say what you hear, this is not this microphone, this is this one. If I cut this one, so it does not work because you cannot modulate the AD through the AD, of course. And an important thing, you see that on vocoder when I play, it suits the tone. So AD through AD, you have no MIDI bass to say what is the tone. So this is really a problem. Can we do something else? Let's try. Through the master, something changed. I shut down my headset. You see the microphone sound is not the same. And here, through the master, you hear my voice. No, before you do not hear. So the master pass through the vocoder here, but there is no effect. There is no think because this is only a microphone like this. Can I set through the part 1? through the part one, yes, you hear something, but this is not the fully vocoder. It's like a kind of a bad speaker for radio, portable radio. Need to play portable radio that you bring with you when you go to the garden party as you want, or picnic as you want. But there is some things you can do here. So hear my voice here. I play here this chord. If I go up, I do not change my voice, but it's more clear. And yes, it's clear and it's clearest. And if I go here, you see my voice well. So through the keyboard, it changed some things. So to explain to you, I will keep this headphone and I will remove it because it will be complicated to make and remove. But you can do some things. This is not a real vocoder, but you can tweak your voice and have the voice that suits what you play on the keyboard. Can we do something better? So let's try to edit a little bit the vocoder and I can explain to you some settings like this. Here we have the 4-month shift. The 4-month shift is the tune of what can happen to the vocoder. So I can improve my microphone level here because you hear this is not like this with this, I will say, special settings, which is not a vocoder. I need to improve the level of this and you hear I need to play. And here, no, I have no keyboard. So does it better? Yes. With the level, yes. And can I do something with the 4-month? Let's go to the 4-month and you will hear. I do not change the way I talk. Of course, on the microphone, and you hear the thing change. I can be upper, lower. This is the general value, I will say, like octave. And here you have like fine value here. And you can do some things like that. So if you want to do the special effects, you can work with it like that. But it's very great. This idea of this bonus is very great to explain to you the settings because it works clearly, more clearly. Yes, it's the case. Than with the vocoder, because on the vocoder you focus on the robot voice. Here you focus on my voice. So you have the attack, the release, the output level. This is the master FX, so you can improve it. Here, if I want to add, and here you see I do not have the synth. And here I can manage my dry, excuse me, with my hand, I can manage my dry and wet. I will play my chord here. This will be better for the video. So I can manage this, and here I have a more clear voice. And you have two important settings. This one is very important. This is the HPF cutoff. And here you have nearly a normal voice, a little bit transformed. But if I reduce this, you hear some things. The synth come, you hear the synth come like the vocoder because I reduce this one. You hear. So I have the synth shooting me when I talk. So it can create one other effect. A little bit like vocoder, but not really. Yeah? If I set this one off, you have the synth does not suit my voice, as you see, and the synth continue to play when I play through it. And I can talk inside too. I will just set up my microphone. So very interesting for this one. And I need to keep the chord. Here I come back with the little check. And this is the noise level. And here you see it's dirt a little bit the sound. And if you want to have like a with this. So I will say like a bad radio. Let's remove the microphone now. So we have the HPF output level here. The instrument level is not the synth level, and this is the instrument with the microphone and the vocoder part. And here you have the 10 bands you can tweak to make your robot voice when you do it in a good way. Here, this is something very different, a little bit space, I will say, but you can try to do some things. But this example it's very great to explain to you the settings because, like I say, if I do it with the vocoder voice, you focus on the vocoder voice and not on what I tell. So, great example. This is a video ending. I hope you have liked it. I hope you have found it interesting. If yes, please click on the blue thumb. It's very important for me to know that you like the content I produce because I am alone to do all of this on Moesio. So you can understand it's important for me due to the job and the work it's done to produce all this video. If you really like it, use the super thanks. If you have learned something, say, oh wow, I learned some things I do not know. It's gone from $1 to more, but if you sometimes $1, it's helped me to improve the channel and to buy some other software and to improve the video running too. So this is video ending. We will have a part 2 for the parts, I will say. See you for one of our Moesio videos soon. Bye.
Would you like to discover, learn or improve your knowledge of your Yamaha synthesizer or stage keyboard? Book your Moesio Master Class now. Your private session is conducted online through Zoom. Take all benefit of Moesio expertise, Yamaha synthesizers and stage keyboard specialist for nearly 20 years, and consultant for Yamaha Music Europe and France. As member of International Yamaha Tech Talk live team, and host of the Camelot Pro sessions for audio modeling, Joel take care of your experience level. Whether you're a beginner or a skilled user, get the most out of your Yamaha synthesizer, stage keyboard, John Mayla's software suite or Camelot Pro.
Book your session from the Moesio Facebook page. Use slots available in the service tab, or by email, moesio@orange.fr. This service is available in French and English, only for users who live in European Union. Camelot Pro 1-to-1 Masterclass are available for users all over the world through audio modeling platform. Thank you for watching this Moesio video. Do not forget to click on like, subscribe, and click on the bell to be informed when a new video is online. Do not hesitate to write a comment or ask a question. See you soon. Bye.